Welcome back to this latest lesson. We're talking smart snacking and craving management. Now, this is going to be a biggie, absolute biggie when it comes to you and your sustainable nutritional lifestyle via the smart eating blueprint. Okay, so this is going to help you take control of snacking habits. It's going to help you learn how to manage with cravings more efficiently and effectively. And it's also going to let you know that that's fine. You know, it's fine to crave things. That's all well and good. We will do as a human being. That's what we need. But this is just some cool little tactics and tricks and tips to help you overcome snacking on too much of the things that aren't going to help us get in great physical shape and great mental shape. Okay, so we're going to discover some practical strategies to make snacking work for you, not against you. Okay, so why does this matter? First and foremost, while snacking isn't bad, like I just said, snacking is not bad. It's about how and why, big word there, why you do it. Smart snacking is going to give you energy. It's going to help you with different micro and macronutrients. It's going to help you perform better. It's going to help you feel better from a mental standpoint as well. Cravings are natural. So everyone experiences cravings. You don't need to feel controlled by them. So it's about us controlling them a bit more and finding balance with it. Our goal is to help you feel in control, not restricted or deprived. So that's why this matters. Well, what triggers cravings first and foremost? Well, there's a few different ways we can be triggered. And we generally just, when we are triggered by something, that's normally a go-to response to food because food makes you feel better, doesn't it? It's a nice thing to do, it makes you feel better. So understanding these personal triggers is the first step to managing cravings effectively. So first up, we've got like an environmental trigger. So it could be you sat down to watch TV, it could be a trigger to go to the cupboard and have some biscuits or something. Social settings, very much a trigger. Ultra processed food availability, if you've got something that's really kind of amazingly tasty in the cupboard, like chocolate bars or something like that, then and you've got it in the cupboard, again, that's a trigger. Okay, physical triggers, so it could be low blood sugar, you could be feeling very drained, lethargic, you might have skipped meals, you might be starving, hungry. Again, these are physical triggers. And then emotional triggers could be stress, boredom, tiredness, feeling sad. These different things again can trigger us. So when we understand what is triggering you before you go to the cupboard to have some food, or you go to get a snack, and unhealthy, I'll put in air quotes there, like a high sugar, high fat snack or something like that, we just need to figure out what's triggering you first, and then we can combat the second bit. So it's just about having a bit more awareness about what is actually triggering you and driving you to that snack. Now we've got a couple of smart snacking principles we're going to go through here. So this is kind of a little method and a little kind of system that you can go through, so you've got everything covered in terms of a bit more smart snacking. So first up, prioritize protein and fiber. So protein and fiber make you feel full, so you're not going to be as hungry and as tempted to snack. So they are things like Greek yogurt with berries, or hummus with vegetables, with like carrot sticks, that kind of stuff. These things are full of protein, full of fiber. You're less likely to want to snack on high sugar, high fat foods. Plan snacks like mini meals. So if you do prep your meals, like you prep your breakfast or your lunch or whatever for work, plan your snacks as well. Prep your snacks. So think nutrition first, treat second. So plan those really healthy, nutritious snacks first. And then if you are really struggling with something, you can allow yourself a little treat. But first and foremost, we've got the highly nutritious snacks planned, aka the Greek yogurt with berries or hummus with vegetables. Then time your snacks strategically. Big mouthful there. So eat between meals to maintain your energy. So don't feel like just because you're going ages without food, that's a good thing and you're burning body fat because you're hungry. It's not the case. We want to keep the body fueled, and we want to keep the blood sugar at a certain level that it doesn't crash too low, so you're craving sugar and you're craving sweet stuff. So eat between meals to maintain energy and prevent hunger dips throughout the day, and keep a few go-to options. So have 3 to 5 healthy options ready to go when hunger strikes, and we'll touch upon that in a second. But there's a few little principles there of which you can actually give yourself a bit more structure with snacking. So cravings versus true hunger. Now, this is, like I was talking about before, the triggers, whether that's emotional, physical, whatever. Cravings versus true hunger is generally where people fall down, because we confuse is the word I'm looking for. We confuse cravings with true hunger most of the time. So pause and check in with yourself. Am I hungry or am I triggered? Again, it's just being more aware of your scenario, your environment, and how you're actually feeling, rather than just being on autopilot and going with the flow. We have to stop and think about how we're feeling. Are you hungry or are you triggered by something? And if you are triggered by something, what is that trigger? Delay tactic. Wait 10 minutes, drink a glass of water, see if you still want that snack. All right. Swap technique. So if you've got a chocolate craving, try Greek yogurt with cacao or something like that. Something to kind of satiate you in that way that you want to be satiated, but with a far more nutritious option. And then reassess. If the craving passed or has it changed, note that down, think about it and think, right, what did I do and how can I combat that next time? And can I do the same thing because I combated it well? Or if I didn't combat it well, how can I change it next time? So the whole kind of concept of this is just being more self-aware about how you're actually feeling, what you actually need. Next up, we are looking at the swaps, the smart swaps for common cravings. Now, this is probably the most interesting bit for most of you watching this. So if you have a sweet craving, it could be something like Greek yogurt with honey, frozen grapes, it could be protein, hot chocolate. Little things like this can make a massive difference. If you've got a salty craving, it could be some roasted chickpeas, some air popped popcorn, or some edamame beans with sea salt. You know, all of these are really nutritious foods. We've got crunchy cravings. If you're craving something crunchy, it could be veggie sticks with hummus, apple slices, rice cakes with a bit of nut butter on, things like this. And if you've got a creamy craving, it could be avocado toast, cottage cheese with fruit, even a smoothie bowl. You know, these are far better options than most of the generic options we tend to opt for. So these little swaps can really satisfy similar taste and texture desires, but with far better nutritious value to them. Pre-portioning strategy. So this is going to be quite useful if you are trying to plan and prep your day, which I suggest you do in terms of your snacks. So nuts and seeds, so get them into portion control because it's very easy. If you've got a big bag of cashew nuts, it's very easy to overeat them. Get them portion control, 30 gram servings, have them in little pots, and that is your serving. And once we've done that, it definitely prevents mindless overeating, but we generally don't need more than that. So get them sectioned off into little pots themselves. Veggie snack packs, so wash and cut vegetables for the week, get them ready, store them with individual hummus portions as well. So we're just making things as relatively easy as possible. It's a little bit of graft yet when it comes to planning and prepping for 30 minutes at the weekend or something, but it's going to help you throughout the course of the week be far less stressed about it. And then things like yogurt parfaits are amazing. So it could be you get the little jars and you layer in Greek yogurt, berries, a little bit of granola, some oats, that kind of stuff. Have your yogurt parfaits ready to go. It could be your breakfast for the morning, just a little bit of prep, you know, and these options here are absolutely fantastic in terms of nutritious value and your action plan from here, okay? So what I want you to do, and I want you to start implementing this ASAP, is choose 2 smart snack options. So select and prep 2 healthy snacks for the coming week. Place them eye level in your fridge or in your cupboard, in your pantry, wherever, because things are eye level, we notice them. In the supermarkets, the most expensive things are eye level because they want you to buy the most expensive things. The cheapest things are on the bottom shelf. Little tip for you there, if you're looking for cheaper stuff, look to the bottom shelves because the supermarkets stack them at the bottom. Same in your pantry, in your fridge, healthy snacks, eye level, okay? Identify your top craving trigger. So I want you to have a little think about when your cravings hit most and what is triggering that craving. So I want you to look for patterns with time, emotions, situations. We've really got to be proactive here and being conscious about your feelings. Create your if-then plan. Now the if-then plan is, the example here would be, if I crave chocolate after dinner, then I will try something else. So I put here, if I crave chocolate after dinner, then I'll try a hot chocolate or hot cocoa first and see how I feel after that. So I want you to write down 2 to 3 of your own personal if-then statements. If I crave so-and-so, then I'll try so-and-so as a much healthier, more nutritious option. And remember as well, to finish this, progress, not perfection. We're not looking to be perfect. No, perfection is actually the worst thing we could be striving for here. We're looking for things that are going to be sustainable for the long term that we can progress with. So one snack isn't going to ruin your progress. So don't feel that. If you're looking to be perfect and you're worried about snacking, do not worry about that. One snack is not going to ruin any progress at all. If anything, it's going to help you kind of feel a bit better, but you've got to be more aware of yourself, how you're feeling, what's triggering you, and can you have a better option of that snack or of that craving, whether it's sweet, salty, creamy, whatever, okay? Awareness is going to build control over time. It's going to give you more confidence in yourself to make good choices. So this is all about being more aware of how you're feeling and what is triggering you to certain snacks. So hopefully this has made sense. Very important lesson today. And if you've got any questions about it, you know where to find me. But otherwise, I will see you on the next lesson.